that TEPCO has admitted finding bits of plutonium rods all over the place? Did you know those photos of a pristine interior of Building 4 is impossible as it was turned into rubble? If it was all cleaned up enough to be showcased as pristine, where are the photos of the rebuilding of that radioactive waste dump of a building? There are none. I know, and I was still pretending, even though I suspected this guy was a shill. I was like, okay, I'll be polite in case he's just ignorant. There's nothing wrong with not knowing.
Ignorant? Who you calling ignorant? You're the ignorant person here. Not only you're ignorant, you also ignore the other person. You don't pay attention. Number one, you're ignorant. Number two, you don't pay attention. And number three, you just lack understanding. You lack the understanding.
Fell for it too. Oops, this is falling down.
Fell for what?
Tripod is getting pretty weak. I fell for it for a bit too, but if you ponder it, you know the northern hemisphere has been toast since 3/11.
I haven't fell for anything. I was sharing real truth to try to help your ass, but you just didn't listen to me.
Just think about that date and how much the soulless elites like playing with numbers. Peace. The radical home goddess, he says. Bring me the proof. The building being is in rubble. He can't even put sentences together correctly.
Wow. You can't read. You really can't read, literally. The words is literally right there and I'm putting it together. Wow. You can't read. That's your problem. You can't even read efficiently. I knew what I was putting there.
You could just go to the TEPCO, I'm saying this, you could just go to the TEPCO website and you'll see pictures all over the place. So you could go to beautiful Gorval Dana and you will see it all over the place. I didn't bring up Dana's name because they have
I know this guy. I know him.
vilified him so much in the media that even to say that, the first response that's going to be, you listen to that guy has never lied.
People like her really shouldn't be in this mix.
And I checked everything that he stated, and that's why I was just like, holy.
I stated way better than you did.
Moly. Let's see now. And so he answers back. You can read it yourself. And then he answers back with
yeah. She's so lazy. She's so lazy. That's why she can't really be a part of this mix. She's one of those lazy YouTubers who just like to block people and can't take criticism and get easily destroyed. She's not what I thought she was, really. I thought she was way more intelligent. I thought she was on my level, but I was clearly mistaken, and she's way far from that. She's just a typical nutter YouTuber who just thinks they know what they're talking about, but really don't. And then when she really comes across a person who really knows the heck he's talking about and understand it way better than she do, then all they want to do is just block and just dismiss it all. Even though I was clearly trying to help you.
More stuff that is just a bunch of nonsense. And
you're nonsense. That's what's wrong with you people. You don't accept help. I was trying to help you, but you're just way too dumb, way too ignorant to even comprehend the details of what I was explaining. And you're just too lazy. I regret talking to you.
And then more stuff and so on and so forth. And then he lists the people I even said you can't trust.
Trust? These people will demolish her. She will get demolished by these people. Me and her put together, we will get demolished by these people. They know what they're talking about better than even both of us do. The nerve, the audacity.
At all to give you any truth about Fukushima. Helen Caldicott, Arnie Gunderson, Maggie Gunderson, Dr. Richard C. Davies, Paul.
And they'll all best you. They will all best you easily.
Gunter, Kevin Camps, Lawrence Stricker. He put in a couple more, but none of the people that you actually can believe. And then I said here, they're liars, and I don't have time to explain what.
Nah, they're not liars. You're just an idiot.
right in front of your eyes, as if
you're the foolish one. You are the foolish one.
there aren't well-placed nuclear shills out there. Why, the nuke industry makes hundreds of millions off the government dole. They can even hire phony YouTube accounts to keep those who were
I was really shocked about this. I'm like, is this woman that stupid? These people that I mentioned is clearly against the nuclear establishment, and that's what she failed to realize and understand. This is comical.
educated to be sheeple from knowing the truth. Where are the photos of the rebuilding of Unit 4? There are photos of building the sarcophagus over Chernobyl, photos of the soldiers removing the debris from the rooftop, but none of the darn near magical repair of Building 4 from a worse wreck than Chernobyl.
I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that fake building that they seen on a camera. I know the building's all crumbled up, but the pool is still up there regardless.
It was to perfection in the midst of
See, this is the things people do when you just come to a basic disagreement. They want to block you and they want to mock you behind your back. Just so unhonorable. You call yourself honor. You're no worthy of a goddess. You are no worthy of that. You're below an ant. You're just below an ant.
radioactive emission.
You're just so worthless.
That would melt one's organ. And when I say to perfection, meaning the photos of how they supposedly had those. You know, we're taking the spent fuel rods out of the pool, and this nuclear facility didn't have a scar on it. And it's not possible. It is not possible for people.
I know that, and I agree with that, but you're just a joke. You don't listen. You don't listen.
People to get in and rebuild the entire facility, and it's radioactive hell everywhere. And then there's no pictures, none whatsoever. So, as you say, okay.
I don't even need any pictures to prove a point here. This is just a point, and this is just extra additional information that's being kept hidden from the public that everybody has to know. Reactor 4 is a very serious threat. And this flew over her head.
Where are
Simple
those
as that.
pictures, or can you add your name to that list you type for a never good enough cachet of blood money? Genocide is not a nice crime. They put a
And
cover,
she labeled me with them,
even a sarcophagus over that building, so it
which I wasn't.
would appear as if it's okay. Where are the photos of the rebuilding? And you can go to TEPCO's own website and see it's a wreck.
Do I need
so
any
those are all the
photos? I'm
things.
using their
You are
photos.
a YouTube shill. Or why try to flatter me and then spew lies that TEPCO even admits in public statements?
Shut up. I was just trying to respect your dumbass, but that flew over your head, and I'm no YouTuber shill. I'm none of those. I'm just a common guy who understands this way better than you do. So grow up. You're immature.
admit the plutonium went everywhere. You're assisting genocide. Whoa, that's a sin of epic proportions.
You are a stupid one. You're the stupid one.
Hope you have some insurance for that. Also,
You need to go back. You need to go back and educate yourself again. Matter of fact, you should just go away. You shouldn't even be talking about this.
so, even though you can't present any photos of the repair work, the whole Pacific Ocean
Don't
is
need
dead,
to.
dude. Radiation doesn't stand still. And then he goes
Duh.
on, but I'm so through. But you can see whatever it's
Be through then. I was starting to be through at you too. You was getting on my nerves.
He's like, don't you get it? He still goes on with the same thing over and over. No pictures whatsoever. And then
Same thing. This clearly went over her head dozens of times. Over her head a dozen times. And so I was just merely trying to help her and make her understand it, but she's just an incapable being.
yeah, there's just more, and I don't need to go through it because it's obvious this guy has nothing to stand on. And then he goes and said,
She knows nothing. I don't need to stand on anything to prove a point. Stand on what? Hardly anybody even knows about what I was saying back there. Stand on what? You're not as smart as I thought you were.
It's more close-minded, but there's still